फाइनली हम ब्राज़ील विजिट के पहले फार्म फजेंदा फ्लोरिस्टा में पहुंच चुके हैं और सभी लोग बड़े एक्साइटेड हैं यहाँ पर गिर और गिरलैंडो देखने के लिए। और इस वीडियो में आप लोग बने रहिएगा क्योंकि इसमें इन्फॉर्मेशन बहुत ज़्यादा होगी कि कैसे ब्राज़ील में इंडिजीनियस भारतीय गायों पर काम हो रहा है और बेहतर तरीके से हो रहा है। फजेंदा फ्लोरिस्टा बहुत ही पॉपुलर और बहुत ही रिनाउंड फार्म है और यहाँ के जो ओनर हैं रोबर्टा एंड रोजेरियो, तो आज उसी कपल से रोजेरियो हमारे साथ हैं। Welcome in IFIZCI YouTube channel. Rogerio, please tell us something about the farm. How do you work? What is your specialty? And from how many years you are working in Gir cattle or Girolando?
Okay, well, first of all, it's a pleasure to have you guys here. It's a pleasure to have your visiting Fazenda Floresta. Fazenda Floresta, as I mentioned now, is my wife's business. I'm here only to help in the international project. Roberta is a veterinarian, and together with her father, and also now my son is involved in the farm. Is a very important milk producer in Brazil. Fazenda Floresta is now producing 20,000 liters per day using Gir and Girolando, and mainly using Gir to have a good Girolando. And also, Fazenda Floresta works with genetics development. Fazenda Floresta also sells cattle, cows, through your auctions, and also we already exported live animals to other countries as Nigeria, and also we exported embryos, Gir embryos, Girolando embryos to other countries, as for example Panama, Ecuador, and other countries of Latin America. And now we are very engaged in a very important project with an Indian partner, where we are producing the embryos already to be exported to India. So besides all that, Fazenda Floresta is a complex for the milk producer. As you could see here, we have animal medicine shop where all the farmers can come here and buy. The name is Vetlins. We have 3 labs in the farm. One lab is the IVF lab called Repro, which produce our embryos, and also is a business by itself. So other farms of other breeds can come here and have your embryos being produced here. The second lab is the Axis analysis, which is the animal clinical analysis lab. Roberta had always a curiosity. When an animal dies, we need to know why. What's the reason? So we need to have a diagnosis center to tell that, to answer those questions. And lately, we are launching a genomic lab. The name is DNA Mark Lab, which will work in the genotypes, paternity, and all this area of this new tool for development. But we feel very happy to have all the Indian visitors here through your lens, because we are very related. Because if it was not the Gir from India, we would not have all these
things. It's very honest and very honest answer to accept this. Most of the countries not accepting this thing, but Brazilian always accept this thing because
we accept, and that's the truth. I mean, if it was not the Gir, the Gir has such an importance in the milk production of Brazil, because 80%, about 80% of the total milk produced in Brazil is produced by a Girolando cow. And we would not have the Girolando breed if we didn't have the Gir. Now, it's also true that the Gir that was brought from India, almost 100 years ago, was a lot of improved in Brazil. Of course, we need to recognize that. But the seed was from India.
You are telling us 20,000 liter From how many cows in your farm producing 20,000 liter per day?
It's about 650 milking cows currently.
Okay. They are
The,
producing 20,000 liters.
yes, we are in an increasing project
Okay.
that can go much bigger than that,
Okay.
but this is the current figures.
Okay. So most of them milk is from Girolando.
Most of them, yes, because our gear cows, the main purpose of our gear cows is to make the Girolandos.
Girolando.
Of course, we need to milk them, of course, and we do that. But the main purpose of the gear cows that we have is to have a good Girolando. You have to work on the breed development of the gear to have a good Girolando.
So tell me about how many workers handles the farms. What do you feed them, and what
Sure.
is their your cows' daily routines?
Okay. Well, now we are going through a big transformation here in Fazenda Floresta. We use it, have all the cows under the irrigation system on the pasture. But then Roberta and her father, they decided to go to a compost barn structure, which is a type of a confinement that you visited over there. You probably will show the images, where you have a good environmental, you have shelves, you have fence that can give the comfort to the cows. So in each compost barn, we are gonna have up to 500 to 600 animals, to cows. Okay. Now, a lot of other animals that is not milking there in the pasture, and we have also irrigation system where some animals they are kept under that system. But also we have some complementation food, silage, corn silage, some type of soybean and other type of ingredients that we can complement the feed of the animals.
Okay, so how many gear like these gears? How many gear now you have?
Oh, I mean, we we Brazilians sometimes we don't like to say a lot of about what we have. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I mean, it's a good herd.
Okay.
It's a good herd.
Okay.
It's a good herd because, as we said, we are not only a milk producer. We are mainly a milk producer, but we are a genetic producer. So we produce more cattle than we need for our replacement. And why do we do that? Because we sell a lot of cattle, and we sell for good prices because they are good quality.
तो आप देख रहे हैं कि सामने जो है ये एक बुल है और बाकी हीफर हैं। ये थोड़ा यंग हीफर्स में है जिसकी एज ये करीब 2 साल बताया गया है। और ये सब आप 12 महीने से लेके 18 महीने 17 महीने 16 महीने कि ये हीफर्स हैं। सबके लिए ये पूरा ग्रेजिंग ग्राउंड अलॉटेड हैं और यहाँ खुले में रहती हैं, खुले में विचरण करती हैं। जैसा कि मैं आपको अक्सर बताता हूँ कि ब्राज़ील की सबसे बड़ी यूएसपी यही है कि इनके पास बड़े ग्रेजिंग लैंड है, तो गायों को जो खर्चा है वो इनका कम रहता है हमेशा। और यहाँ पर इसके अलावा जो ग्रेजिंग के अलावा आपको साइलेज की व्यवस्था की जाती है और थोड़ा कंसंट्रेट फीड दिया जाता है। तो जिस वजह से कैटल्स का जो हेल्थ है वो बहुत स्ट्रांग हो जाता है और बहुत उनकी सुंदरता अपने आप में निखर आती है। So how do you breed them? Naturally, artificial,
Okay.
sorted, or cloning?
Good question.
What do you do with?
Here in Fazenda Floresta, all the animals, they are made through the embryo technology. We have, as I said, own IVF lab called Repro here in the farm, where all the animals from Fazenda Floresta is made through embryo technology. So we have our donors, we buy the Siemens, the Halston Siemens, we have our gear donors. So we take that to the lab and we take the embryos and we put them in the recipients. That can be a Girolando cow, can be a gear cow, or can be a regular cow. because the genetic will not interfere. It's just a recipient. Okay? That's how we breed.
So this time Roberta is not seeing here in the farm. So where is she?
Roberta is in Uberaba,
Okay.
at the Exposable.
Okay. Your cow is there also?
Most of the main gear donors,
Okay.
of course, the milking cows, they're all here, but the main gear donors, they're over there in Uberaba at the Exposable, which is the main zebu breed fair in Brazil. You know, they are, as you had been there are the competitions, so we are also participating of this.
Okay.
Okay?
Most of the time we saw the Fazenda Florestas viral cows in Exposebo. They walks in the street and
Yeah.
we found them. This is from
Fazenda
Fazenda
Floresta.
Floresta's cow.
Yeah, that's good to know that you are recognizing already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any specific message to Indians?
Well, first of all, thank you for coming to Brazil. You know, we really wish you feel almost at home, because home is home.
Yes.
But we want you to feel as much as possible as home here in Brazil. And I want to tell all the Indians, because a lot of people don't know that we have this very close connection. Even for the people who don't work with cattle, but they drink milk.
Yes.
And if somebody's drinking milk in Brazil, there are some connection with India. Okay.
Thank you, Rogerio, talking
Thank
to
you.
us. And,
Namaste.
And we are very excited to welcoming you in India.
Thank you. Thank you very
Namaste.
much. Namaste.